it. Take it. Take
Ah!
it. Take it. Don't take it.
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard.
Go to the shards.
What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal runestones.
It's in front of you. Find it. The metal. The runes.
Where is it?
Find it. There it is. Focus. It's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look.
Get closer.
What can you see?
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Warrior. Her name is Hervor, the daughter of a berserker born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally.
You found him. What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
Let him go.
Just wait there. I'll find you.
You have to find him. This is your mission. Find him. You have to use everything you have and find him. Get him back.
He was just there.
How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she? Find him.
close.
You don't know what they might do.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
If you go down there, no one can save you.
It's too scary.
Find another way. It's not working.
You have to use your mind. Where can you go?
You're failing. Find another way.
Think. Focus. Use your mind.
He's disappeared. You let him slip through her fingers. I can hear him.
Think clearly. You have to find another way. There has to be.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Down northward to hell.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's happening?
Quiet.
It's not really.
He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
It's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound like Dillian.
It sounds like something dangerous.
That voice. It's not Dillian.
You don't recognize it.
Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it.
She doesn't recognize it.
Yes, you do. You know.
She doesn't.
Listen for his voice. Listen.
Dillian. Where
Listen
are
for
you?
his voice.
Dillian. She can't hear it.
Does everything look the same?
Looks the same.
Something's different. Look for clues.
What is it?
What's different?
There's a clue. Look.
Dillian wants me to face my fears. Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods! Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
It's done.
You did it.
But there's more. There's more.
You're tired, but you have to keep going.
There's still more.
There's always more to do.
It's not going to be easy.
You're getting tired. Can we do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy?
She hasn't got the energy.
No. Too much to do.
Northmen say that their Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the Well of Wisdom. In blindness there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
Where am I? I can't see. Who's there?
Can you hear me?
Dillian.
I'm right here. Can't you see me?
No. Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me what you feel.
A breeze.
Good. Then there is a way out.
I can't tell where it comes from.
Yes, you can.
The others. The voices. They've gone.
I'm still here.
It's so quiet. So dark.
It's okay. Listen to your own breath. Feel it rise and fall. Good. Be aware of everything you hear and feel. Let your senses guide you.
I can't go on. Dillian?
Find a way. I'm not leaving you here.
think I'm somewhere else now. The breeze has gone.
Use all of your senses. Let the world speak to you. What do you hear?
I hear water.
Go to it.
I've reached the water.
Good. That's your way out. Follow it upstream.
So sorry. I thought I left this all behind.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
He was right. It's inside of me. It won't let me go.
Senua, my father, he taught me that the hardest battles are fought in the mind, not the sword. I'm no coward. He proved that to me in the warrior trials. This is just another battle. You can beat it.
This isn't your battle. You don't have to help me.
I want to. Besides, you are going to be a great warrior one day. You need people like you.
I'll do my best. I know what you're thinking. He's not really here. It seems there's no escaping the past in this place. And so she's forced to relive it. To what end? There is a house. I don't know what's inside.
Don't be afraid.
Tilly, there's something in here.
Do you see it?
No.
Then it cannot see you. Quietly move past it, one step at a time.
It's not following me.
Leave it behind and keep moving forwards.
There's more of them. I think they're moving.
You're breathing too fast.
I'm scared.
Listen to the sound of your breath. In and out. In and out. It will pass. You can do this, Senua.
I think I'm in a house. It stinks of death.
The darkness is testing you, but you are in control.
A well. There's a well.
Don't turn back. You're getting close.
Delia. Help me.
Come to the center.
Delia. Is that you? I can see a light.
Yes, I can see you too.
She could spend hours, days even, trapped within herself, in the dark.
You see me?
Yes.
Your eyes were open, but you were...
And when it finally let her go, she could be anywhere, with no memory of how she got there. When it comes for me, I have no power over it. But here, for the first time, someone was there to help. But I heard your voice.
You found your own way back.
You brought me back.
All you needed was a little help. A little hope.
What if this is false? What if you're wrong? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be false. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before. You could be fooled again. You're being tested. You don't know. It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin, He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
You want to see what the mask sees? No, she doesn't. Don't look through it. You're curious. It's dangerous. Don't go near it. Don't go there. Don't go too close. Don't go to the mask. You don't know what will happen if you touch it. Focus. Focus. Where are we? What is this? It's the same. It's another world. It's lighter. The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happened? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it. Dillion is it. Don't forget. You can feel it. You need the runes to find Dillion. You need Dillion. He's waiting for you. He always said he'd wait. He's open the gate. She can't. Open the gate. It's locked. Try harder. She can't. The gate. She can't. She can't. She will. She'll find it. She always will.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Baldur. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Baldur dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Baldur's mother makes everything work. Fire, stone, earth, sickness.
Dillion. There he is. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go through. Before he disappears. Dillion, don't lose him. Way too many times. Where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Whatever they do, the gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Baldur's mother, Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe? I did not ask the mistletoe, Baldur's mother confesses. I thought it was too young. Oh dear.
Not in this. In this. You can't. She remembers him.
He saw who she could be.
He saw who she really was.
He saw the warrior within. Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
Feel like the wrong world.
So strong. He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you.
She thought she had light within her.
She is pure darkness.
There he is.
Where are you taking
He's
me?
up there.
He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way. There is a way up there.
Find the way.
She can do
Leads love.
You're nearly there. She can find the way.
You can't. She destroys the thing she loves.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon." Loki replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
She should have listened to her father.
Why didn't she listen to her father?
She thought she could defy her father. Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillion. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior.
You are guilty.
Friendship turned to love.
Was it worth it?
But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillion,
Believe in the curse, Dillion.
her future.
In you.
Two realities tearing at her soul.
What if they're all about wasting your time, just delaying minute by minute by minute? That she was strong. What does she think she's doing? You're special. She thinks she.
They mean nothing.
Being special. Waste of time. Could all be a waste of her time.
What if the gods are just
Playing,
What if the gods are laughing at her?
messing with her.
It wouldn't be this.
Be the first time.
Dillion's in the tower.
He's there. Dillion saved you from them.
Remember Dillion?
What do you remember?
Do you remember the sound of his voice?
He's the reason she's alive at all. wasting your time. You have no time for this. Speed up. These traps mean they're nothing. It's all part of their game. They've set you trials to distract you. You've set you up, and now they're going to watch you. What if these trials mean nothing? It's laughing at you. What if they take you no closer to Dillion? Dillion, you're letting this get in the way. Just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle. Do you remember what it was to touch him? What if this is pointless? What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work? No, you keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere. Everywhere. What if they're not real? What if they don't actually make sense? If they're a trick. The gods were lying. If you think it makes sense, but really the gods are playing with you. It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense in your world. The gods. But it doesn't mean anything. This language you don't understand. Senua was writing. You're wasting time. You're cursed. Precious to succeed. So, quicker.
Dillion!
Very, very careful.
Dillion never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbao. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillion's arms, had to see the world through his eyes. Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel. You're going to fall, careful.
No, she's not. She's not going to fall. She's strong. She's steady. She can do it. You can do it, Senua. There he is. Be careful.
Go to him. Go to him.
That's it. Quicker.
Quicker.
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you. They're taking you from the inside. You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears. They're going to take everything. They're not yours anymore. They're going to take everything you have. The memories of ghosts. They belong to the gods, not to you. They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul. They want to crush it. I think they want your body. They want your soul. They want your mind, and they're going to take
I saw
it.
once a
The memories
plague
are yours.
strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40, and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
This place feels... It's... creepy. Creepy. It feels wrong. It feels strange. Where is it? Where are we?
Turn back.
There he is. There
Dillion.
he is.
The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house. He's
Find-
going in.
He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let me disappear.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillion will help me. The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was one spring day when she went to the river with Dillion and the others. With the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like them. Senua.
The bridge. It's broken. Fix it. You have to fix it. How are you going to fix it?
You can't get to the house until the bridge is fixed.
You must. You have to get to the house. You have to find Dillion. Now you have to find him. Quick.
Get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial.
It doesn't finish until you get to the house.
Before he disappears, Senua.
You have to get in.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farmhands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
Fixed it.
You passed the trial, get to the house.
You succeeded.
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here! I'm right here!
Are you in there?
You have to find him.
Come out if you are.
Dillian! They're coming for me!
What's that voice?
You can hear Dillian. It's Dillian. Go to him.
Dillian?
Go to him.
Dillian doesn't sound...
He's trying to save me. There it is. Huh? It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away.
It is.
Go towards it.
Run.
Focus.
Find
Focus.
it.
Focus.
Ah.
Focus. Run. Run now. Run. It's not safe here. Run. Senua. Where's your soul? It's connected to Dillian's jewels. There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away.
Feel it.
You'll die.
Feel it.
You're dying. The burn is...
Run.
Run now. Run. It's not safe here. Run.
Senua.
Run. You saw it. You came through the wrong door. Where's your soul?
You can't defend yourself.
It's Dillian. Find the creature.
Where's Dillian?
Where are we?
It's not Dillian.
It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it?
I'm not safe.
You're dying.
You're lost.
You're dying. This is what death feels like. One more to find. One more. One more.
Done, Senua.
Find the other symbol.
Where is he? The light.
Go towards it. Focus. 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 Look. You've got... Where's the door? Find it.
Get out. Run. Run. Look at you.
Don't let it see you. It's coming. Move away.
Senua. What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. It doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
You've done it. You did it. The warrior